Remember I used to take you driving around this neighborhood when you first learned how to drive? You're so nervous. You didn't want to hit any of the cars in front of you. You were light as a feather on the gas, but hard as a brick on the brake. It was funny. It was funny. It was funny. But now look at you, man. You're driving around. You've only had, I think, only 20 accidents at this point, right? Yeah. It's all good. It's all good, man. You've grown so much in such a short period of time. It was like it was yesterday I was teaching you how to drive, and now you're here. And you're grown, and I don't know, it's still taking me a minute to get used to it. But I'm so proud of you. So, I don't know, you continue to blow my mind with all the things that you're capable of. You continue to make me proud with the decisions you make and the way you choose to lead and live your life. We were talking, I think it was either last night or the day before all that, and we were talking about fear. Do you remember that? We were talking about things that scared us. I didn't really have an answer for you. I've always felt like my job was to be this figure of strength, to make you feel like everything was okay. And it is, everything is okay, but I don't know. I thought about it more, and I kind of had the time to really think about what it was that scared me, what it was that put fear in my heart, because I guess I'll just admit it now, there is fear in my heart. Let me turn the car off. When I think about the things I'm afraid of, it's not like we're kids anymore. It's not like I'm afraid of these monsters under my bed or these monsters in the closet. But it's when I tell you these things, just know I'm okay. You don't have to be scared for me. I'm dealing it how I know how, and I'm dealing with it just one day at a time. But I think the biggest thing that I'm afraid of is just not doing anything with my time, not living up to these expectations that I have of myself. And I know the talent that exists within. I know this passion that is burning to just serve others and make the world a better place. I know that that's within, but I just continue to be my worst enemy. And my fear is, I guess it's twofold. My fear is that I'll never actually do something about that fire within, that I'll never do something to leave the world a better place than I joined it. And the other part is I am so afraid of living just a regular life, just doing a 9 to 5. And I feel like this pursuit of not even happiness or glory, but just fulfillment of a dream, I feel like it's essential to my survival. And if I don't do it, then there's no point in living. And that right there is terrifying. I'm so tied to this feeling, to this dream that I have in my head of making people's lives better, of being powerful enough to do such a thing. That if I don't do it, it's not even like I'll feel shortchanged. It'll feel like this emptiness, that this is what I'm meant to do. And I know, like, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to do any of that. I just want to be honest with you because I love you. And I don't want you to take the same steps I took. I'm almost 30 now, man, and I'm still thinking about all these things, and I've still yet to take action. I think another fear of mine is just letting people down or hurting people, which I've done plenty of. That girl I'm talking to, she's amazing. She's great on paper. She's everything I could probably ever want, but I'm not excited about it. I'm not. It's like you're given the one thing you've been looking for in terms of romantic partner. There's no excitement about it. It feels like my sole excitement lays in that goal, in that being of service to the greater good of humanity and changing the world. And I wonder how many other people feel this or have felt this and have let it slide, and how they feel now. Or if the people that have made a meaningful impact on society, not even meaningful, just have done something. If they had to have overcome this sort of self-imposed hurdle, or if it was nothing to them. I'm afraid I won't do anything about it, and I'm afraid I'll just be another person. That I'll just do the 9 to 5, get married to the girl because it's right on paper, have a kid or two, work until I'm retired, go on a vacation or two, act like I lived a life, and died. I'm not saying that people can live that life and be perfectly happy, and that's awesome for them, but it's not for me. I know it's not for me. What I'm saying is, if you have something in your heart that you want to chase, that you want to go after, that you want to do something about, just do it. I feel like I've let this fear also of failure, of how I'm perceived, of how if it's not perfect, it'll be worth nothing. I let all these fears hold me back, and I don't want that for you. You are so great. And I see it every day in the way that you interact with people, the things that you say and the things that you do. You are great. And I want the world to see that greatness. You are so much more than what you see in the mirror. You are so much more than how you perceive yourself. These are things I could be telling myself, but I'm telling them to you. Don't let these fears, don't let these things chain you down, preventing you from being the person that I know you can be, that you know you can be, that the world deserves you to be. There's so much greatness in you. And all it takes is one step. Just one step. Just one small step. I love you, kid. I I'll promise you this much: I will continue to at least try. I think these talks help. I think just getting this out there and talking about it helps me, at least. Helps me feel, I guess, safe and open. It's tough though, man. It's like I have this almost mask of invincibility, maybe arrogance, where I feel unstoppable and nobody can touch me, nobody can stop me. But the second I'm alone, the second I have no one to compare myself to, and I'm just comparing myself to myself, and I'm seeing how much I'm leaving on the table, and I'm seeing how much potential I'm wasting, just kind of skating by. Maybe I'm afraid of just not having meaning. And I know there's no inherent meaning, and the meaning of life is the meaning that you give it and all that, but I think I just want to be seen. I think I just want to love the world, and I think I just want to help. I just want to help. I just continue getting in my own way. I just continue procrastinating and just kind of being lazy, and keep telling myself that, oh, tomorrow I'm going to do it. Tomorrow I'll just get into it. So many tomorrows have passed and I've never gotten to it. That changes. I'm going to be better. I'm going to make an effort. This is tied to my survival. If I don't do this, if I don't at least try, I'm always going to regret it. If I don't at least try, then I'm not going to know what could have been. And I'm not just going to, 50% it. I got to go 110, a million, go beyond. If I'm going to do it, then I'm going to do it. There's no use in just going 50% on it. I got to give it my all. I got to know that I gave it everything I got and then some. And only then, maybe I'll be all right with things not coming to fruition. But the other thing that just digs at me is, I know that comparison is like the thief of joy or whatever, but I can't help but compare myself to people. I can't help but be on social media, which I know I shouldn't be on, and scrolling through and seeing people on yachts, driving nice cars, all types of women on there. It's not what I want. It just, well, that's a lie. It is what I want. It's part of it. That's partially what I want, but more so what I want is changing the world. But I would be lying to myself if everything else I mentioned wasn't something that I wanted. But the anger that comes from it is knowing that I could be that person that has all that. But I continue to get in my own way, subconsciously and consciously. It's like, I know I'm good enough, but at the same time, that fear I have myself is telling me that I'm not good enough. It's just telling me that I will fail, that anything I do, any efforts I make won't connect. I'm done with all that. I can't let that voice win. I can't let that fear continue to dictate how I'm living my life. I can't let that fear paralyze me, inhibiting me from taking the steps that I need to take to be the best version of myself, to be the version of myself that I know I can be. I'm done letting fear take over. I'm done letting fear paralyze me. And I hope talking to you about all this I just don't want you having any regrets. I don't. I think, fear gets in the way of a lot of things. You see a beautiful girl that you like, and then you don't say a thing to her for a month, a week, up to years, because you're so afraid of, rejection, a simple no. But in that paralysis, you're wasting all this time that you could be getting to know her if she doesn't say no. If she says no, it's like that. It's a second. But if she says yes, then think about all the time that you're wasting not saying something that you could be spending with her making memories. And I guess that applies for a lot of things. There's a fear of rejection on a lot of things. Like there's that girl that you're into or that you love for a lot of things. That girl for me right now is this dream that I have. And I'm afraid to ask her out, but I have to do it. I'm tired of not doing it. I'm tired of not being with that girl. I'm just going to have to shoot my shot. Shoot your shot, kid. No matter what it is, no matter who it is, we're not going to let fear take control anymore. We're not going to let fear paralyze us. We're not going to let the fear of rejection, the fear of not being good enough, the fear of whatever it is, none of that matters anymore. We just do. We just do. And we let what happens, happens. What comes, comes. We'll stare adversity in the face, but we got to keep moving forward. If we're rejected, if we're knocked down, we're knocked down. But what matters is that we keep getting up. If your shot gets blocked, do you stop shooting? No, you keep shooting. Steph Curry, Michael Jordan, what do you think? You think just because they bricked it one time, they stopped shooting? No. Steph's the greatest shooter of all time. How many misses does he have? Hundreds is probably underselling it. But he keeps shooting. No matter how many times that girl rejects you, no matter how many times you get rejected or things don't work your way, you keep shooting. That's my promise to you, kid. I'm going to keep shooting. No matter what happens, I'm just going to keep going. I owe you that much, and I owe myself that much. So let's do it. Let's change the world. Let's change lives. Let's do whatever it takes to make the world a better place. Let's do whatever it takes to feed people, give people housing, to protect people, to change society. Because I have a dream, kid. I got a big dream. And I'll do whatever it takes to make sure it happens. There's no more fear. There's only action. One step at a time. I love you, and I just want the absolute best for you, and I hope you know that. I'm going to go for this 1,000,000% going beyond for it, and I hope whatever it is that you want to do, what you want to accomplish, you do the same. And just remember, regardless of what it is, you are going to fail at some point. Might as well get it out the way. Take your failures, turn them into lessons. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. I'm not just going to be talking out of my butt. I'm going to be practicing what I preach. I promise you that. All right. Let's go home. All right. Let's do it. Woo! I'm super hungry. I think I'm going to go ahead and, I don't know, I have those 40 pieces of chicken nuggets still in the fridge. Probably shouldn't have put them in the fridge, but I'm hungry, man. What are you about to eat? Yeah? Yeah. No, and you know what? I think your macros are on point. With the nuggets, it's kind of crazy. I think the 40 is actually 100 grams of protein, which, you know, that's 100 grams of protein. So I've been eating that. And kind of just that from McDonald's. Their cookies, by the way, are really, really good. You can get a pack of 13 for $5 or whatever. And yeah, they're really good. They're really chewy, chocolatey. The chips kind of melt a little bit. It's a perfect cookie. Not perfect, but like a 7.5 out of 8. Or I'm sorry, 7.5, 8 out of 10. Yeah. I heard that too. Yeah, Panda Express. Yeah. Well, we don't have one around here. That's the thing. Which is stupid, but I really wish we did. Yeah. Oh, man. It's been a long day, man. It's almost over. You okay? Yeah. Yeah, we need to have more of these talks, that's for sure. You know, I love you. I always want to make sure you're okay. You know, check in on you mentally, spiritually, whatever it is. Just make sure you're okay with where you're at and where you're going. It's really easy to just feel lost. You know, it's really easy to kind of just feel like, to not feel anything. You know what I mean? To just, you're not even depressed. You're not happy. You're not anything. You're kind of just whatever. I struggle with that a lot. You know, it's not an easy place to be. It's not easy being that dumb, but I hope these talks help. I hope these conversations help. I hope this openness and me sharing helps. And if it doesn't, you know, I hope that I can help you at least find something that does. When I didn't feel like talking, you know, drawing helped me out a lot. Listening to music helped me out a lot. Going drives like this, windows down, just playing whatever music, singing along, or just vibing. Watching movies helps. Spending time with loved ones helps. Especially loved ones that like get it and don't need you to be verbal or talk, but can just give you that ministry of presence, right? That helps a lot too, I found. But as long as I can help, I will. And I hope to help you forever. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the goal. Yep. All right, it's about to be 8:30. Right in time for some food. I'm big hungry. Let's see what we got. Yeah, the 40-piece chicken nuggets, and then maybe a little TV dinner, something like that. A little chicken Alfredo. You already know, kid. All right, man. Here we are. Go home.